You are on your trainer's truck. You're a sweet meat, flatback, thigh meat rookie. All you have to do is run. Trucker Brown, what do I do? Do you have any advice for somebody that's on the trainer's truck? Yes, I do. Shut up. Today on the Trucker Brown channel. Okay, you're on the trainer's truck. You're here. All you have to do is shut up. That's pretty much it. You're on the trainer's truck and the trainer's like, all right, listen, this is what we're gonna do. This is what I don't allow. This is what this is and that. This is what this is that. I take showers every other day, yada, yada, yada. And you go in there, well, I think you should do this, and I think you should do this, and I heard this, and I heard that. And Trucker Brown said on his YouTube channel, that's the quickest way for your trainer to hate you, to say that Trucker Brown said something on his channel. I know it. Even if you're going in through the class and the training and you tell the instructor when you get to orientation about Trucker Brown, he hates you. He doesn't want to hear about Trucker Brown and his ugly self up there spewing nonsense. You're in my classroom, it is my philosophy. It is not Trucker Brown's philosophy. So don't bring me up to your instructor and or trainer. Please don't. It's not gonna help you. Me, it's not gonna matter. I already have my license. You're on the trainer's truck. It is his show. It is not your show. You don't tell the trainer what to do. If the trainer don't want you to go over 55 miles an hour, you don't go over 55 miles an hour. If the trainer does not want you to do a certain thing without waking him up, you don't do it without waking him up. If the trainer don't want you playing loud music, you don't play loud music, okay? If the trainer wants you to keep one earbud in and one ear out for you to be able to hear what's going on around you, the trainer doesn't want you to do that, okay? That's a fact. It's his truck, it's his show. He's in between you getting your truck. You have to listen. It is not your show, okay? Come to the trainer's truck with a student mind frame. The student mind frame being that I'm gonna learn from this guy everything I can learn, and I'm not gonna tell him what I know because I don't know anything, because I'm a sweet meat, thigh meat rookie. Shut up, you don't know anything. And that's the quickest way for your trainer to hate your guts, and it's gonna make your training situation suck. The whole training situation is gonna suck because you couldn't shut up, because you wouldn't close your mouth, because you don't know you a sweet meat rookie. Oh, Trucker Brown, he yells at me and I don't like how he yells at me. Oh my God, what am I gonna do? You have two options. Yelling at you, I don't think it's cool. I don't think he should be yelling at you. But let me explain the options to you. You can say, I don't wanna deal with this guy no more. Send me back to the place. Understand you're at the bottom of the list. That can extend your training 3 weeks to a month. I've heard of it. You can go back, they'll put you in a hotel, and you'll just sit there until another trainer comes, because the new people are all ahead of you, okay? Or you can suffer through it, try to come to some understanding with this trainer, and let him know, stand up to him as a man, listen, I'm your student, I get it, but don't disrespect me like that. Okay, you give him a good look here, come on, give him a good look here, listen, hey, hey, don't disrespect me like that, okay? I'm your trainer, but I got cheering of my own, and I don't need to be talked to like that. You understand what I'm saying? You give him the look here. It's just the mood look, okay? I got 37 cheering. You don't got to come here and talk to me like a child. I got cheering of my own. You can speak to me without yelling at me. If that's a problem to me, you're going to have a problem right out here on this road. Do you understand what I'm saying? Don't fight your trainer. If you fight your trainer, you're screwed, dude. It's going on your DAC report and you're gonna suck and you're not gonna get another job. Don't fight your trainer. If it comes to that, if it's that bad, yeah, you gotta get off the truck, and he screwed up your training. Your training's gonna take longer to get done. That's part of the bricks. There's nothing we can do about that. It is what it is, okay? So, I'm not saying that, you should deal with what this person is saying. I'm not saying that you should deal with the way he talks to you. I'm not saying you should deal with the sexual advances or anything like that, bro, okay? But understand the consequences of you going back. This is gonna slow down your situation dramatically, and don't blame the company for it. This dude could just be a lone ding-a-ling, and that's just how he is, period. There's nothing you can do about that. There's nothing the company can do about that. I mean, the company shouldn't be allowing him to drive, but just understand that I'm trying to get through this. So you have two situations. You can suffer through it and get out of training quickly, or you can take a stand and be in training longer. It's up to you. Should I train on this how sweet me rookie sound? Should I train on a manual truck or should I train on the automatic truck? If you have a choice, you do not always have a choice. But if you can help it, I suggest personally that you train on a manual. This is what I believe about manual transmissions and trainees and first getting in the truck. I believe you should start off on a manual truck for a number of 2 years. After those 2 years, you've earned the right to go to an automatic. That way you have the knowledge. See, you gotta stay woke. You have the knowledge to drive either or. That way you're completely covered and you don't get a restriction on your license. And even if you don't get a restriction on your license, meaning you go to a place and they train you on a manual, then when you get to your trainer's truck, they throw you in an automatic and you never see another manual again. When you get that local job, which most of y'all want to do, so stop faking. You get that local job and you go back home and let's say you want to be a dump truck driver or an in-dump driver or a logger or whatever. You get to those backwood jobs, they're gonna have both. Because a lot of these backwood jobs and the job you want where you just run a little bit, you get $1,200, $300, $1,300 a week, hauling freaking seed or whatever. They got both. This is what it is. They probably got 10 trucks, okay? And 3 of them are automatics. Those were all the dudes with the seniority, they get those trucks. You're gonna end up with a older truck that they keep rebuilding the engine, throwing a new engine into it. It runs balls to the wall, it's a decent truck, but it's gonna be a manual, okay? That's the situation. And then when you come to them, they're gonna require you, since they have both type of trucks, they're gonna do a driving test on you, which is just you driving to the highway, next exit, and back. They're gonna do one of those tests on you, and when you can't drive that manual, they're gonna tell you they can't hire you. Learn how to drive a manual. You know, the whole industry is going to automatic. That's crap. The whole industry is not going to automatic. The OTR, mega carrier, yeah, they're going to automatic, but that's not the whole industry. And you have to be stupid to think that the whole industry is doing anything. Automatics aren't new, okay? They had automatics in the 90s, bro. And they were saying the same thing in the 90s. I got my license 2013. And I didn't see an automatic until I was owner operator. So stop it, bro. Nothing under the sun is new. Learn how to drive the manual. If you say, well, I'm just laying down, I just like the automatic. No one just likes the automatic. No one just likes the less work. Okay, it is what it is. You need to learn it for you to have the ultimate job opportunity. If you don't, man, look, do what you want to do. I know how to drive a manual already, so that's your situation. That's my advice. Do what you want. Doesn't mean you're a sucky driver because you don't know how to drive a stick. Doesn't mean that you're less of a driver because you have an automatic. It doesn't mean any of those stupid macho things. It just means that if it comes down to it and we go to that dream job at home with them fancy cat Peterbilts and all that type of stuff, and the guy has to pick between the dude that knows how to drive an 18 speed, a 13 speed, a 10, a 8, and an automatic, is he gonna pick him or the one that only knows how to drive an automatic? Which one are you gonna choose? You do that. So that's some of the things you need to think about if you're coming into the game to being a trucker and you're going through training. That's some of the things you need to think about in your mind. Have your own money, be clean, be mindful of the person's property, which is the truck, clean up after yourself, and run the best of your ability. Try to get the most miles you can get because trainers like the guys that get the longest miles. So if I average 637 miles, which is what I averaged when I first got on my trainer's truck, if I average 600 miles at night, oh God, I almost left her without saying this. If you don't drive at night, get out the truck. If I'm your trainer, okay? If I'm your trainer and you tell me you don't drive at night, I'm not taking you. Period. This is trucking. Okay? You get on that horse, you gotta ride it. It is what it is. And I only drive during the daytime because the way my health is set up. I don't want to hear that, dude. I don't care how your health is set up. This is a business. I don't know you, and I generally don't care about you. I'm here to make money, and you not driving at night is taking food out of my kid's mouth. Tell this person that before you get on their truck, because he's going to hate you. This is trucking. Variable sleep schedule. You drive what the load requires you to drive. If you don't have enough time, you got to drive that sucker through the night. And you might as well learn it now. Okay? So all this, I'll shut down at 5 o'clock so I can make sure I got a place to park crap. You're a crappy trucker. And I'm about to make a video about that later on. But you're a crappy trucker, and if you ain't a trucker yet, you're a crappy trainee. You suck and we don't like you. That's just a fact. You'd be like, well, I don't care. Well, your paycheck will reflect you not caring. Trust it. Because if you can't drive through the night, it reflects in your performance. So you can just, whatever, I just do what I want to do. But my check's the trucking is a merit game. The miles you run, the times you're on time affects your check. This is not a salary where you can just be a douche and I still get the same thing you get. Nah, that's not how this works. And your DM knows. He knows. He knows when you're late because you didn't want to drive through the night. He can tell. And you're gonna fall down on the list of people he respects on his board. And your loads are going to reflect. So am I gonna give this good load to Diggy Down Brown, who always seems to be out of town, and he can drive through night, snow, sleet, 16 speed, not he always running, always on time. He talk big shit, but shit get done. Am I gonna give it to him? Or am I gonna give it to the guy that made four of my loads late last month because he didn't want to run it through the night? Exactly. Prepare yourself to run through the night. That's the job. If you can't do it, we don't want you here. You suck as a person, and I don't want you in a truck. Don't do drugs as a truck brown.